is reality is actually funnier than parody, and that's why it's so tough. So, Roy, I'm really excited to get your take on this because SNL debuted their premiere over the weekend. Now, Megan Thee Stallion brought down the house. She said what she said. But then you have the skits. We know, of course, that Jim Carrey played Joe Biden, as well as Alec Baldwin continuing on with his Donald Trump impersonations. But a lot of people saying that the jokes, they fell flat. So where do you land on that?
I enjoyed it. From the Chris Rock monologue to Megan Thee Stallion making a statement about protecting black women to even taking a quick shot at Attorney General Daniel Cameron down in Kentucky, which was very justified. I think that when you look at political satire and when you look at comedy, everybody is we're getting to a place now where everybody wants something a little different. Everybody wants their comedy like this, and some people want their comedy like even when you look at The Daily Show and what we do, there's you could probably name 6 or 7 other political satire shows, and everybody has their one. And I think for some people, they'll say that, oh, SNL didn't do that. Well, maybe that's not what they were trying to do, and that's what I think isn't considered when people levy criticism at the foot of any of these political satire shows or sketch shows in the case with SNL.
I'd love to hear your take on this, Roy, because I was watching, and you have to appreciate that those actors, they're back in studio for the first time since this pandemic hit, and they get their scripts and they start to put these sketches together, not only for weeks ahead of time, but they're actually in studio rehearsing for 5 to 7 days leading up to the actual live show on Saturday. So if you can imagine, they probably started the week saying, we're going to talk about New York Times and Trump's taxes. Then came the debate. And then I'm sure there was all the skits written about this, horrific, chaotic debate. And then came Friday. Can you imagine the timing? I'm not an actor, but I could imagine that everything had sort of been set, thinking, we got the 2 top stories, New York Times, presidential debate, we got it covered. Then Friday drops, and then all of a sudden the president is going to the hospital because he's COVID positive. I am definitely sympathetic as a viewer that those scripts, they probably all had to get thrown out the window or heavily reworked in order to turn it around in probably less than 24 hours for a live show on Saturday night. So I'm definitely sympathetic. Of course, I thought it was clunky. I thought it was hard to watch at some points, but I realized there's probably a very good reason why.
And I think that's exactly what it is. And I think that we want comedy to be instantly reactive. And sketch comedy, when done well, captures the climate, not the weather. So if you want something that's reactionary within a 24-hour span, the internet's going to be a better place to go. But when all of the pieces that are being put into place to create a show as dominant as SNL, you cannot have something break on a Friday night and immediately on Saturday night have a full 4-minute flourishing sketch about it, unrehearsed. That's a bigger dice roll. It's better off to take the nods to it, and that's why I like that a lot of the current news stuff lived inside of Weekend Update with Che and Jose. I think the show is great. I think they're going to be fine. Bill Burr next week. I can't wait, man.
Well, you know what? Also, I'm so bored of oh my God, SNL isn't funny anymore. It was way funnier when XYZ was on or this person was on. Complaining about SNL has become part of SNL. They know it. The fact of the matter is that this season premiere's ratings were the highest in 4 years and the second highest in 12 years because every time there's an election, people are like, what will SNL say? So this whole routine of being like, I don't like it anymore, it's not funny. Well, you're still watching, so can we just get over the moaning and the groaning about how, I don't know, Will Ferrell used to be funnier or Belushi used to be funnier or whatever? SNL is SNL, the end. It's there.